I just got back from a fun trip to Tennessee, and while it was fun, it was also expensive. So now it's time to pay for it. I'm hitting up thrift stores looking for items to sell online for a profit that I can use to pay for this trip. Just how much did we spend? Well, check this out, and I'll meet you at the first store. If you add all that up, you get $950. Can you really make $950 with one day of thrifting? Well, there's only one way to find out. And also, let's just round it up to 1,000 because of incidentals and stuff. How cool is that? These things don't sell great, but hats are only $1, so we're gonna get it. Another one's dirty though. There's something, it's not a recorder model as far as the DVD goes, but these things sell really quick and they've got a remote. I think this could be $10. I'm not sure. And we can grab some cords to go with it, and that'll boost the value. So here's a random ticket that we used to get on the Alpine coaster at Pigeon Forge, still in the car. These were $10 a piece, and luckily we had a Groupon for those, but this haul should actually pay for it. Got the Masters hats, 2012, not big money. They're probably $15 or so, but I only paid $14 for everything. Randy Travis truck, I have no idea, but I wasn't gonna leave it behind. And then the combo unit, the Magnavox combo unit, they typically sell between 50 or 60 bucks. Paid $10 for it, got the remote, which is a bonus, and also he threw in the cords for free, so that's a pretty good haul. I've been walking around this Goodwill for about 10 minutes now. Haven't found anything, but it is right next door to the Goodwill bins. I hate going there, but I'm running there real quick just to see if I can kind of thumb through anything. Found this helmet. It's in really good condition. Should be pretty cheap. Under Armour catcher's mask. That might be pretty good as well. Alright, this is in, oh my gosh. Yeah. Oh my gosh. I just looked up the HJC helmet. Doesn't look like it's worth that much, maybe 15, 20 bucks. Under Armour helmet, I couldn't find the exact model, but similar ones were going for like 30 or 40, so we're gonna grab it. And then the two golf heads. Pretty cool. I've definitely had enough of the Goodwill things, so time to hit some minutes. So my mind is currently blown right now. Spend 10 minutes at the bins. I told you I can't stand the place, but it may be my new favorite place now. Got the catcher's helmet. Like I said, couldn't find exact comps, but only paid $8 for everything. Titleist 910 D3 head, only decent condition. Should clean up, probably 40 or 50 bucks. This guy, the Nike Vapor Flex 440. I was thinking maybe $60 or $80. I was way off. I'm gonna throw some comps on the screen. It may blow your mind too. We're definitely on the way to paying for this Dollywood trip. Future editing me, quick update. If you don't know what the Goodwill bins is, it's also known as the Goodwill Clearance Center. It's where Goodwill brings the stuff that didn't sell in their retail store, and sometimes stuff I think that they just don't feel like dealing with. They bring it out in big boxes, you go and dig, and I've seen fights break out, I've seen people on top of each other. It can get pretty crazy, but you basically pay by the pound. It's $1.89 a pound, so it's pretty cheap. And you can find some really cool stuff if you've got the patience and the time to dig. And speaking of cool stuff, the Under Armour catcher's mask is already sold. I priced it a little bit high because I couldn't find exact comps. Sold pretty quick for 55 bucks. Not bad for the $5 or $6 I've got into it. Also, this got sold. Nike Vapor Flex 440 driver head, just the head, no shaft, no grip, anything. It weighs less than a pound, so I've got less than $2 into it, and it sold for 230 bucks. My mind is still blown that I found this in the bins.
And Nike doesn't make golf gloves anymore, so if you find the stuff, you want to look it up. People love it, they don't make it, so the price just keeps going up. And like I said, sold for 230 bucks, so we're well on our way to paying for our Dollywood trip.
Whole box of DVD cases that could actually come in handy. A box of blank, just empty cases for DVDs. You know how much you gotta have for that?
Yeah, give me $5 for the whole box. Give me $5 for the whole box.
That'll work. That'll work. I can use them. I appreciate it. Sometimes you find valuable things at the thrift store, and sometimes you find useful things at the thrift store. These are just blank cases. I can use them when I sell games, game only. I mean, there's over 50 of them in here, and I only paid $5, so I think that was a pretty good buy. And like I said, very useful. I can ship games in here, put them in a poly mailer. They're protected. Pretty cool. So I just found these Swims shoes. Look like they're in really good condition. Never heard of the brand before. I went $6.99 for them. Decided to look them up, and that's them right there. $45, pre-owned plus shipping. It's another pair, $59, $32, $98, brand new. I think those are going to be worth picking up. Never heard of the brand before. Something else that's pretty cool. Kind of like an all-over print Grinch shirt, and 2001. So I guess technically it's vintage. I don't know, either way, it's gonna be $2.99. Cool shirt. I'm gonna grab it. Just found something else that could be really good. I gotta grab a buggy and then I'll show you. So these things, it's a brand called Ryomar. I don't know. They're like driving shoes. They only want $6.99 for them. There's none listed. And here's your solds. 99, 49, 55, 80, 43. Like I said, $6.99. I'll take those. Anya. Never heard of them. They're really like heavy duty, nice condition. $7. Might take a chance on them. So I'm learning a few things today. Got 3 new to me brands on some shoes. First up is these Anyas. I couldn't find comps on these anywhere really. I googled them, found some similar that sold in the like $50 or $60 range. So I think those are going to do pretty good. Only paid $6.99. Just going to need a little cleaning on the bottom. These Swims, never heard of these either. They're like basically swimming shoes. I don't know, but they were only $6.99. Basically look brand new. They should sell for $40 or $50. And then the Ryomar, not real sure. They're like moccasins and driving shoes. $6.99 for those. They're in really good condition. Comps on those are kind of crazy, like anywhere from $70 to $80. Weren't very many listed, and 5 or 6 that sold, so I think those are going to do pretty good. And then the Dr. Seuss shirt from 2001. Don't really know what comps are on it. I'll flash them on the screen. And we continue to pay for our Dollywood trip. This is a pretty amazing thrift day so far, and we've got a long way to go.
Me again, back with an update because these shoes have already sold. They sold for $90. So I kind of wanted to go into this brand a little bit. It's called
Ryomar.
And at least that's how Google pronounces it. It's a Portuguese word that means river, sea, and most of their stuff is like nautical, marine based. It's really cool stuff, but it's also really expensive. A pair of shoes that I sold for $90 used, they're $197 on their website, brand new. And that's like one of the cheapest pair. So be on the lookout for this brand. Apparently it sells really well. If you ever see this logo, you probably want to pick it up. I almost forgot. What do you guys think about these sunglasses? I found them at the Salvation Army for $1.99, and it's actually a brand that I've been wanting to order for myself. A friend of mine has them. They're called Gooder. I really like them. They're really clear lenses, but how do you guys think they look? Should I keep them? Should I sell them? What do you think? Leave me a comment down below.
This is a pretty amazing thrift day so far. Next up, Goodwill. This is a pretty amazing thrift day so far. This is a pretty amazing thrift day so far. This is a pretty amazing thrift day so far.
I don't know how you guys feel about jinxes, but I kind of feel like I jinxed myself by saying that. I mean, 4 thrift stores in a row and I came away with nothing. But honestly, that's the reality of it sometimes. I did manage to find a couple of hats on the way home, stopped at a random Goodwill right by the house, picked up 5 hats, paid $5. Not a huge profit, but it definitely adds to the total. So obviously we didn't cover the cost of our trip, and you may have noticed something missing, the hotel room cost. Well, honestly, I don't really pay for a whole lot of hotel rooms. I always stay at Hyatt's. I use my Hyatt points, and I get those Hyatt points by actually paying for shipping with a credit card. Chase Business Inc. gives you 3 times points when you pay for shipping. So if you pay for shipping through Pirate Ship, 3 times points, that adds up really quick. So that helps out a lot. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. We'll see you next time.